What are these workflow rules? Why are they? Workflow rules are the automated process which are followed whenever a condition or a criteria is met. Workflow rules are the automated rules or automated actions which are followed whenever a condition or a criteria is met. I repeat, workflow rules are the automated process which are followed whenever a condition or a criteria is met. What do you mean by an automation process? You go to ATM, you withdraw the money. The moment you withdraw the money, you get a SMS. So the transaction happened on your account. Are they sending it manually or system is generating it? Now, the moment you make a transaction on every month, on the first or fifth, you get a email. This is your credit card statement for so and so date to so and so date. Are they manually sending it or automatically system is done? Now you are trying to reset your password. Immediately you receive SMS. So there is an attempt of making a change in the password. If it is you, okay. If it's not you, contact your security, okay, services. Now it is what automated system. It is automated system. Now what was that? If you want any action to be automatically performed when a condition or a criteria is met, then we go for workflows. Whenever we want an action to be performed when a condition or a criteria is met, when you want some action to be performed when a condition or a criteria is met, then we go for workflows. Now let me define this. How we can define the workflow rules? How we can define the workflow rules? Workflow rules are defined on an object. On an object, we are going to define a workflow. On an object, when a evaluation criteria is met, on an object, when a evaluation criteria is met, it is going to check the condition, check the rule. If the rule is true, then perform the action. Perform the action. Now, what type of action? There are two types: immediate or time dependent. On an object, when the evaluation criteria is met, it is going to check the rule. When the rule is met, it is going to perform the actions. This is the overall structure of workflows. On an object, when evaluation criteria is true, check the rule. If the rule is true, perform the action. This is the overall picture about your workflow. Now, when I say action, what type of actions? Email alert, field update, outbound message. These are the tasks which are performed. What type of actions? Email alert, field update, outbound message, task. On an object, when an evaluation criteria is true, check the rule. When the rule is true, perform the action. It can be a immediate action or a time dependent action. Like when you withdraw send the SMS immediately. Now, when you create a trial account, after 29 days, deactivate it. Now, automatically, what is that? After 29 days, deactivate the account. Now, that is not immediate. Performed after 29 days. Send a email to the customer 5 days before the due date, stating, boss, you are supposed to pay the due amount by so and so date. Are you getting my point here? So that are what? Time dependent action. So on an object, when an evaluation criteria is met, then we are going to check the rule. When the rule is true, perform the action. Now go back here. Setup. Build. Create. Workflows and approvals. We have workflow rules. Setup. Build. Create. Workflows and approvals. Workflow rules. New rule. Object. Check the object. New customer. Now, what was the evaluation criteria we had? Created every time. Out of these three, any one option I have to choose. I was supposed to choose any one of the option. What was this? There are three options. Now, what is the first option we had? If I choose this, whenever a new record is created, when a new record is created, I had a rule at the back end. What is the rule? Amount is now when a new record is created. When a new record is created. If a new record is created, what will happen? New record is created, check the rule. The existing record I am modifying. So what did I do? Modify this record to Wipro 9000. So if I choose the first option, what does it mean? Whenever a new record is created, only whenever a new record is created, then check the rule. We are not interested whether the rule is true or false. I am not interested whether the rule is true or false. I am only interested, did I check the rule or not? When I check the rule may be true, rule may be false. I am not interested whether rule is a true or false. I am not interested whether rule is a true or false. What I am interested is, I am only interested in checking whether rule is verified or not. I am only interested in knowing whether rule is verified or not. I am only interested in knowing whether the rule is true or not. Okay, whether rule is verified or not. I am not interested whether rule is true or false. I am only interested whether rule is verified or not. Let us take the next one. Check the second one. Created anytime it is edited. So what does that mean? Created anytime it is edited. Created anytime it is edited. What does it mean? If I give this Wipro 5,000. New record is created. If it is created, then what did I do? Then I modified this record. Modify the record to Wipro. Now when you modify, again I am modifying this record. Again I am modifying this record. Again modified. What does it mean? Every time you modify, now Wipro 5,000 is modified to Wipro 9,000. Wipro 9,000 is modified to Wipro 12,000. Again modified Wipro 2,000. Then what happened? Every time a new record is created or the record is modified, check the rule. Whenever a new record is created and every time you modify the record, check the rule. Whenever a new record is created and every time you modify the record, check the rule. I hope you are good with this. Then I am going with the third one. What is the third one we had? Wipro 9,000. Now created, check the rule. When I created, check the rule. Then I am modifying. Wipro 9,000 is modified to Wipro 12,000. Which record is modified? Wipro 9,000. Wipro 9,000 is modified to Wipro 12,000. If the record which I am trying to modify, if that record is already meeting a condition, then don't check the rule. The record which I am trying to modify, if that record is already meeting a condition, which record I am trying to modify? Wipro 9,000. Wipro 9,000, is it already meeting a condition? My condition is amount greater than 5,000. Wipro 9,000, my condition is amount greater than 5,000. When I say amount greater than 5,000, what happened? Was, if the record which I am trying to modify, is already meeting a condition, then check the rule. So what happened? Right. If the record which I am trying to modify, if it is already meeting the condition, then don't check the rule. Record which I am trying to modify, Wipro 9,000. If that record is already meeting a condition, then don't check the rule. Again, modify. Wipro. Now, record which I am trying to modify, that is Wipro 12,000. If it is already meeting the condition, then don't check the rule. Again I am trying to modify. Which record I am trying to modify? Wipro 2000. Wipro 2000 I am trying to modify as Wipro 2000. I am trying to modify as Wipro 15,000. Then why? Wipro 2000 is not meeting the condition. Wipro 2000 is not meeting the condition. That record we are trying to modify. The record which you are trying to modify, Wipro 2000 is not meeting the condition. Wipro 2000 is not meeting the condition. that record I am trying to modify as Wipro 15,000. If the record is not meeting the condition, if you are trying to modify that record, then check the rule. The record which you are modifying, if it is not meeting the condition already, then if you modify it, check the rule. Are you clear? Whichever the record you are trying to modify, that record is not meeting the condition, then check the rule. Are you clear about this? Now what is the first one? Wipro 9000 I am trying to modify. If I am trying to modify Wipro 9000, Wipro 9000 is already meeting the condition. If it is already meeting the condition, don't check the rule. The next one, what is that? Wipro 12,000. Wipro 12,000 is already meeting the condition. If I modify it, don't check. What is the next one? Wipro 2000. Wipro 2000, it is not meeting the condition. If it is not meeting the condition, if I modify, check the rule. So what does that mean? Any one of the record which is not meeting the condition, any one of the record which is not meeting the condition, if that record is modified, then check the rule. Any one of the record which is not meeting the condition, if that record is modified, then check the rule. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? If any one of the record is not meeting the condition, if that record is modified, then check the rule. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? Clear, boss? Am I clear with this? Clear? Okay. So what was this? This is only when this criteria is true, whichever the criteria I have selected, based on that criteria only, it will go and check the rule. What was that? Created means whenever a new record is created. Created and every time it is edited means whenever a new record is created or any one of the existing record is modified. Every time you modify the record. Third one, created anytime it is edited to subsequently meet the criteria. Whenever a new record is created or any one of the existing record which is not meeting the criteria is modified, then check the rule. I hope you are good. Okay. Then what is the next one we had? Rule. How you define the rule? I told created. Rule. Rule is, there are two ways in which I can define a rule. One is criteria based, other one is formula based. Criteria based means simple condition. If city equal to Hyderabad, or if salary is greater than so and so, this is a criteria based. Up to how many conditions I can give? 25 conditions. Up to how many I can give? 25 conditions. Up to how many rules I can give? 25 conditions I can give. Okay. Next one, formula. Next one is what? Formula. If you want to build a complex rule, then I will go for formula based. If I want to go with a complex rule, I'll go with a formula based. If you want to build a complex rule, I'll go with a formula. Complex rule is formula based. I hope you're good. Simple criteria, complex formula. If I say criteria based, what you can use? The fields of your object, your master object, fields of your object, master object, and a currently logged in user object. Fields of the object, which is master object, currently logged in user object. Okay, we can do this. Come back to the next one. I told criteria is city equal to Hyderabad. Action. What is the action we have? Task, email, field, output. Are you getting my point here? First, let us understand task. What do you mean by task? Assigning a work to someone, asking them to complete a work at a particular task. Assigning a work to someone, asking him to complete the work at a particular time. So I'm giving it task. Where is a task? Assign the task to user, role, or a owner. We are assigning a task to a user, or a role, or a owner. Schedule a call. When we have to complete this task? Within 3 days. What is the current status? Priority. So what is that? Whenever a new record is created with the city equal to Hyderabad, automatically assign a task to Divya to schedule a call with the customer. Automatically schedule a call with Divya and assign the task. Okay, done. I'll do it from the beginning once again. Try to understand the concept again. How do you create? Setup, build, create, workflow rules, do we have next new loan. Now we are giving here if loan type equals to loan type equals to education, then I send the task. Now why you are not able to get the task here? You are not finding a task here, right? Why are you not finding a task? Boss, if you want to create a task or an object, if you remember at the time of creating an object, we had an optional features. Do you remember those optional features? At the time of creating an object, we had an optional features. In the optional features, if I enable allow activities, then only task can be created. If I want to create a task, what you are supposed to do? If I want to create a task, we have to enable allow activities. Now what was this? Task. Now task. Assign the task to whom? Satish. Appointment. Due date. Then assign a task. Done. Then we are supposed to activate. Then go to the loan. When a new record is created, we want to see the task. Now how do you do that? Go to the page layout. You need to add one option here. What was that? Open activities. In the page layout, we have the option. What is that? Open. What was that? Fix appointment. Assign to Satish. Status not started. Priority normal. Should be completed by 18th of this month. Okay. Now, this is on the record. How do you see all the tasks that are assigned to you? Go to the home page. On the home page, what are you finding here? My task. You'll be able to see. The tasks which are pending here. You are able to see here? Clear for everyone? Clear, boss? Once again, I will do the example. Once again, I will do the example. But I will do the example from Lightning now. Go to the Lightning. Structure is clear. Are you finding the structure here? I hope you are good with this example, right? So when the condition is met, automatically task is assigned. Automatically system is assigned the task. What do you mean by task? What do you mean by task? Assigning a work to someone, asking him to complete task. To whom I can assign? To a person, to a user, to a role, or to a owner. I can assign a task to a owner of a record, to a user, or to a role. I hope you are good. Okay. Now let us see how you define a workflows in the Lightning. Look at this. Setup, platform tools, process automation. We had workflows, process automation, workflow rules. Then the procedure is the same, right? The procedure is the same. So I'm going to create on, let us say, loan object. Next, if loan type equals to housing, then assign a task. What is the task? Assign the task to role. What is the role I gave for student? You remember? Resume manager. I told complete the done activate. Then what I'm going to do? Go to the application. Process is same. There's no difference there. So what is the object we had? Loan object. Where is that? Tab. Loan tabs. New loan. When a loan is created, go to the related list. You'll be able to find activities. Look at this. New event. Where was our details? Again, in the layout, add the corresponding element here. What is the element? Your activities you need to be added here. You need to add the open activities. Otherwise, what we can do? We can go to home page and see. Why there is no record assigned boss? It is not a student. Probably there is no user with that role, I guess. I expected that. No, it's not assigned to student. Even though it's assigned to student on the record, I should find out. Okay. So go back to the record actually. Loan, housing, call list. Okay. You're able to see it's assigned to student. I hope you're good with this. Okay. I hope you followed this point here. Now when the rule is met, automatically task is assigned to. Now who has the role of regional manager, student has the role of regional manager. So task is assigned to student. Whatever the tasks that are assigned, I can find them under open activities. If the task is closed, your task is closed, I will see them under activity. Your task is closed, I can see them under activity history. Your task is closed, I can see them under activity history. Your task is closed, I can see them under activity history. I hope you are good. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Clear for everyone? So what we are doing, when a rule is met, automatically fire an action. What action we are looking at? Task. Task is nothing but assign a work to a role or a user or a owner and tell by when the work has to be completed. Is this clear for everyone? Followed everyone? Followed, boss? Followed or not? Right? Any query from your end? No. Task can be assigned to a user, role, or a owner. Task can be assigned to a user, role, or a owner. Only 3 choices are there. Right. Now, any other query from anyone?
Can I assign task to the higher role?
I told task can be assigned to user, role, or a owner. Yeah. Any other? Right. Now, let us go to the next. Now, I want to send a email notification. I have a condition. When a condition is met, I want to send a email notification. When you want to send a email notification, first I want to check. If I want to send a email notification, what is the email you want to send? If I want to send a email notification, first I have to understand what is the email I have to send. Then I have to create that email, because every time I cannot type an email. So I have to create an email template. That template I will be sending to the users. So let us understand how to create an email template, how to send that email template in the workflow rules. Look at the procedure. Setup, build, create. We want to go for email templates first. So setup, administer, communication templates. We have classic email templates. Setup, administer, communication template, classic email templates. New template, text. Customer alert. Now, if I am sending a email to you, I have to send your details. If I am sending an email to me, I have to send my details. To whichever the person I am sending, to the corresponding person, I have to send his details. Now, it is not a common mail. I want to embed the data. When I am sending your credit card email, I have to embed your credit card details, card number, okay, billing date, due date, and what is the other. If I am sending the email to some XYZ, his credit card number, his due date, his payment amount, that information. So what was that? On whichever the record workflow rule is running, 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 that record details should be added here. So I am giving here name. Look at the top. You are finding here. So have first name, embed the data. We are embedding the data. So on whichever the record the workflow rule is running, that record data we are embedding. So I have created a email template. This is the email template what I created. Now this template I want to send. Once again I'll do it. Setup, administer, communication template, email template, new email template, next. I'm just giving. What was that? Loan type, applied date, applied amount. Now loan type, go to the loan. Applied date, applied amount. This is the data. So what are these called? Merge fields. We are merging the fields along with the email. We are merging the fields along with the email. What are they called? Merge fields. They are called as merge fields. Merging the data of the record along with the email. Like this email template we have created. Now let us define the workflow rule. Setup, build, create, workflow rule, workflow rules, customer object, next. When a new customer is created, the city equals to Hyderabad. Perform the action. What is the action? You want to create a new email template or you want to choose any one of the existing? I want to create new email, create an action. Right. What is the email template you want to send? Already we created an email template, right? Choose the email template, customer alert. Whatever the email template we created, we are choosing it. To whom you want to send, we can choose any one of these. To whom you want to send. Now in the customer object, already have a email field. In the customer object, already have email field. In the customer object, already have a email field. Whatever the email address I am giving here, to that email address, email should go. So what happened? I asked, to whom you want to send? Email field. Whatever the email field we gave there, to that field I want to send. Apart from these people, if I want to give any other email addresses, I can give here. I can send the email to any one of these people. Apart from these people, if I want to send an email to any other, I have to keep their email address here. So, done. Now, activate. So what I was doing, first go to the Gmail. Now let us see. Go to the customer. New customer is created with city equal to Hyderabad. So now I gave this, save it. Now I have created an email. I created a new customer record with the city equal to Hyderabad. Go back and see customer notification. We received name Praveen, city Hyderabad, phone number I have not entered, so I not received it. So what was this? What was this? Whenever new record is created with the following condition, automatically send a email notification to the concerned person, which is called workflow email alert. If I want to send an email alert, what is the first thing that I need to do? Create email template. If I want to send an email notification, first I have to create an email template. Once I create an email template, then only I can go for email alerts. Once I want to create, once I want to send, right? Are you getting my point here? So let us go back to the process once again. So what I'm doing, now look at the format. I'm going with setup, administer, communication template, email template. Communication template, email template. We are creating the template here. Okay. Now, once the template is created, I can design my own workflow action. How can I design? Build, create, workflows and approvals. And at the bottom, what are you finding here? Email alerts. New email alert. On which object you are doing? Loan object. Email template. Loan approval form. To whom you want to send? Choose the people. Send it to Satish. Choose the person to whom you want to send. So what happened? I have created an email alert. I have created an action called email alert. Now I am going to design workflow rule. Previously what I am doing? At the time of creating a workflow rule, I was designing email alert. Here what I have done? I already created an email alert. This is I am going to add it to the existing workflow rule. So setup, build, create, workflows and approvals, workflows. New workflow rule. So go to load. Next, we have now loan type. If loan type equals to then perform the action. What is the action? Create a new email alert or choose existing. Choose existing. Now you can go with this. Already I have created an alert call. Whatever the existing loan alert I have created, you can choose it. I can create directly here, or I can create first and add them to the existing. Right. I can create directly here. I can create. I can add it here. It's up to your choice. Are you getting my point here? If it is a new email alert, which I can create a new one here. No, I want to choose the existing. Select existing action. Which action? Email alert. Are you getting my point here? Are you clear? Okay. So what was the condition here basically? When a evaluation criteria is met, it will go and check the rule. If the rule is met, it will perform the action. What type of actions we have? One is a task, assigning a task. Other one is what? Sending an email. Assigning a task, sending an email. Assigning a task is nothing but assigning a work to a particular user or a role or a owner, asking him to complete within the due date. Now, if you go with the email alert, when a condition is met, evaluation criteria is met, check the condition. If the condition is true, send a email notification to the corresponding person. I hope you are good. I can give my email address. I can choose any one of the person's email address, or the email address on the record I can choose. I can choose email address on the record, or I can give any one of the existing users who are given in the list. I hope you are good. People follow this. People follow this. Anyone has any query? Anyone has any query on this? Am I clear? So what we can do? Either we can send a email or we can assign a task. Either send a email or assign a task. Okay. Now, third type of action is there. What is the third type of action? Updating a field. So, third type of action is a field update. What is this field update? When a criteria is met, automatically modify the value of a record. Modify the value of one of the field in the record. Now, when the criteria is met, modify the value of a record. Let me give you an example. I have made loan. Okay. Now look at the point. My condition is whenever city is modified as Pune, deactivate the customer. Whenever the city is modified as Pune, deactivate the customer. Or else, whenever the PAN card is blank, deactivate the customer. Whenever the PAN card is blank, deactivate the customer. Now, customer is active. Customer is active. Let me give you. Customer is active. Now, if the value of the PAN card is modified and made as blank, then automatically what I want to do? Deactivate the customer. We are trying to modify the value of a record. So let us take an example here. Setup, build, create, workflows and approvals. What we have? Field update. New field update. The field update, deactivate customer. Now we got object. Which object is this? Which field I want to update? I want to update as what? No. I want to modify the value as false. Go to the build, create, workflows and approvals. Then what we have done? Field update. Okay. Now you are supposed to create a workflow rule. New rule. Whenever the record is modified, what is the condition? If PAN card is was the PAN card field? PAN card field is not there, so why it is not shown here? Okay, let us make this way. If city is Hyderabad, If city is Hyderabad, action. What is the action here? Field update action. Choose the action here. Done. Activate. Now go to the customer. Whenever the city value, it's already Hyderabad, so there's no use. It's a Bangalore. Right. When it is modified to Hyderabad, whenever the city is modified to Hyderabad, automatically what happened here? Customer is, again I'm going to modify. Active. Whenever the city is modified as Hyderabad, deactivate. Are you getting my point? Am I clear with this? So what we are doing, when a condition is met, we are modifying the value of a field, which is called a field update. When you are modifying the value of a record, automatically update the field. So basic rules you have followed. We'll dig in one by one now. Basically, what are the actions we had? Task, email, and field update. Now let us make it more okay. Let us dig into the each and every concept and understand it more better. Come back here. Let me give you I'm going to build everything from scratch. Understand it clearly. Now, look at the point. First of all, I have a loan. Here I am going to create one field called status. Status approved. Okay. So first one is, whenever you are applying for a loan, automatically a new record is created. Customer has to get an email. The customer has to get an email. Email field also I am giving. Customer has to receive an email saying that, boss, we have received your application. It will be processed shortly. Here are the details about your loan application. Here are the details about the loan application, what you submitted. First, when a loan is created, I want to send an email to the customer. At the same time, I want to set the status of the loan as pending. Once you apply, status of the loan should be pending. Email should be sent to the customer, and task should be assigned to the manager. That, boss, start making a background verification. When a new loan application is made, whenever you create a new loan application, when a new loan application is received, automatically customer has to get an alert. We have received your application with the following data. It is under processing state. Then automatically status should be pending. Manager has to receive an email. Manager has to receive a task. Start doing a background verification within 3 days. This is my requirement. Are you getting my point? Now, First, how do you send an email notification? Go to communication templates first. Email templates. Email templates. Then I want to create a template. New. You want to apply some HTML also, can do it. You know the tags, right? HTML tags. How do you create HTML tags? H1, B, F for font. I am trying to create a application. So here I am giving customer, your application, right. So how you take? BR will take you to, BR means what? Go to next line. Loan type. I means what? Italic. I means italic. B means, B is bold, italic. So loan this is how we have created here. Right. We have created one email template. Now we want to create a email alert. How do you create email alert? Build, create workflows and approvals, email alerts, email notification. What is the template you want to choose? New loan application. To whom you want to send? I want to send an email to owner of the record. I want to send, as well as I want to send the email to the corresponding email field. Do you have any email field? No. What is the object we have chosen? Loan object. No, loan object, email field, as well as owner of the record. I want to send one email to owner of the record. I want to send the email to customer. Then save it. So that template should be sent to the people. Okay. Next, what I told, field update. What is the field update I ask you to do? The moment the loan is submitted, status should be modified as. The moment you submit, the moment you create a new loan, automatically status should be modified as pending. loan. Which field you want to modify? Status. You want to modify as what? Status is modified as pending. Status is modified as pending. Right. Next we are going with the task. I am creating all the actions first. What is the task? Task should be assigned. On which object you want to create a task? Loan. Assign the task to owner. Assign the task to owner of the record. That background verification. Due date. Within 5 days, the background verification should be done. Right. This is how we have created. Now you create a workflow rule. Workflow rule. New workflow rule. Loan. Now, when a new loan record is created, I will go with the formula this time. Formula is not is null of. Null of applied amount. When applied amount is not equal to null, automatically perform the action. What is the action you want to perform? Add workflow action. What actions you want to perform? Task. You want to create a new task or add existing? Already my actions are created. So what I am doing? Select existing. Field update. Already existing actions are added here. Then done. So what will happen? When a new loan is created, automatically status is modified as pending. Email will be sent to the owner and customer, and task will be assigned to the owner of the record. Then background verification should be done within 5 days. Now go back to the record. New loan record. Then I have created. Status is modified as pending. Task is assigned to Satish because Satish is the owner of the record. At the same time, application acknowledgement. Dear customer, you have received type education, applied date, applied amount. Right, boss? This is what? Automated action. When a loan record is created, these actions will be performed at the back end automatically as per your business requirement. Have you followed this? Am I clear with this? People have followed, right? So what are the actions we have done? Assigning a work, sending an email, modifying the value. Now I want to go for it. The moment status is modified as approved, send a notification to the customer, boss, your loan is approved. When the status is modified as rejected, send an email to the customer, your loan is rejected because of the following reason. So this should automatically happen. When I modify the status as rejected, customer will receive, boss, thanks for applying, but your loan is rejected because of the following reasons. When the loan is approved, automatically email should go, thanks for applying, your email is okay, your loan is approved and this is a sanction amount. Then it should happen automatically. Whenever the criteria are met, whenever the conditions are met, we want action to be performed automatically at the back end. Then we are going for what is the action? Then we are going for workflow rules, where we have task creation, email alert, field update. There is one more action called outbound message. What is this outbound message? Look at the point. Now, whenever the condition is met, what is happening now? Now in the Salesforce, on a record. When a condition is met, action will be performed. What is this action? My action is send the data to third party system. My action is send the data to third party system. This is a, let us say, SAP system. When the rule is true, send that record to third party system. When the rule is true, send the record to third party system. So if you want to send a record to third party system, what this third party system will do? This third party system will create web services. And will generate one URL. And they will generate one URL. Who will write a web service? Not we. They are going to write a web service and they are going to give a URL. We will just simply copy that URL. Then what will happen? When the rule is met, automatically data will go to that URL. Are we doing anything in the Salesforce? In the Salesforce, we are not doing anything. We are just copying the URL. In the Salesforce, we are just copying the URL. Who are going to define this web service? To whichever the third party system we want to connect. Okay, the third party system will write this URL. Now let us take an example. I'll show you an example of this action. Yes, it's deleted. Go to this action. What is the action we are adding? Outbound. Simply we are going to give third party, whatever the URL it is. Give the third party URL, copy the fields, select. That is only our work. Whatever the URL they will give, copy that URL here, select the fields. Then what happened? Whenever the condition is met, automatically action will be performed. I hope you are good with this. Anything that we need to do from here? I just copy the URL, select the fields which you want to send. When the rule is met, automatically this data will be sent to that URL. Who will generate that URL? How do they generate? They write a web service program. They write a web service program and generate that URL. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. Now, whatever the action have generated now, all of them are what? Immediate action. When the rule is met, send an email. When the rule is met, okay, modify the value. When the rule is met, change the value of a field. Everything is a immediate action. Now we need to understand time dependent action. What was the action? Time dependent action. What do you mean by time dependent action? When the rule is met, perform this action at the given time. When the rule is met, perform the action 3 days before the expiry date. When the rule is met, perform the action after 5 hours. When the rule is met, perform the action after 5 days. So we want the action to be performed at a particular time, not immediately. Then what we do was, we'll go with the time dependent workflow action. What we call it as time dependent workflow action. Now, how do you create a time dependent workflow action? If you want to create a time dependent workflow action, your evaluation criteria should be either created and anytime it is edited. If we choose the second option, what it is giving? You cannot add a time dependent workflow. If you want to define any time dependent workflow action, you are not supposed to choose the second option. So time dependent workflow actions can be created only when the evaluation criteria is created and anytime it is edited to subsequently meet the criteria. Are you getting my point? So when can I create a time-based workflow action? I can create a time-based workflow action only when the evaluation criteria is created and anytime it is needed to subsequently meet the criteria. Okay. Now I have created. Now I want to create action. How will you create? Time dependent workflow action. So when you want to create a time dependent workflow action, first tell me the time. Add a time trigger. At what time the action should be performed? 3 days after applied date. 3 days after the applied date. 3 hours after the applied date. Before the applied date. After the applied date. Are you getting my point here? We want the action to be performed 3 hours after the applied date. What are the actions you want to perform? Same story. Task, email, field update, outbound. But this action will be performed after 3 hours. This action will be performed after 3 hours. Now, if you say immediate action, rule is met, action is performed instantly. When you say time dependent action, when the rule is met, action will be performed at a given time. Action will be performed at a given time. Action will be performed after a given time. Let us see. After 3 hours, make a field update. Automatically modify the value of the status as approved. After 3 hours, modify the value of the status as approved. Done. Activate. Now, if it is immediately, I will tell run like Satish, run like the person who is creating. But you are saying run this after 3 hours. After 3 hours, I may be active, I may be inactive. Now, after 3 hours, run the rule like whom? Right now, Satish is creating the record. Workflow rule will run like Satish only. But when you asked, run the rule after 10 days. Well, you say run the rule after 10 days. After 10 days, run the rule as whom? That user is called default workflow user. Run the rule like this particular person. Now go to loan. I created it. So the status is pending. Then task is assigned. And email is received. These are immediate action, right? But we gave one time dependent action. I told run the action after 3 hours, keep the status equal to approved. I told run the action after 3 hours, make the status equal to approved. How do you know that action is going to run? If it is immediate, I can open the record and see status is modified or not, task is assigned or not, I can do it. Now, if it is a time dependent, how do I know? If it is a time dependent, how do you know whether action is running or not? Go to setup, monitor. What did you have? Time based. And what object you have given? On the loan object I give. What was that? There is an action which is supposed to schedule after a certain time. So if you want to know whether action is scheduled or not, what will you do? Go to time based workflows, give the condition, which object is this? Then you are supposed to perform the action. You can see the action here. I hope you are getting my point. I hope you are getting my point here. Clear, boss? Okay. Now, monitor, time-based workflows, give the condition, we can check out. Now, let me give a conclusion. what we have seen is only basic of workflow. We need to dig into the concept to understand in detail about a task and a field update. We just started a basic idea. What is a workflow? What actions will be done? We are supposed to dig in. It will take one more session to dig into the topic. Now let me give you overall picture now. On an object, we give evaluation criteria. If the criteria is true, check the rule. If the rule is true, perform the action. Immediate action or time dependent action. Immediate action, email, task, outbound and field update. Time dependent, email, field update, outbound, task. On an object, when the evaluation criteria is true, check the rule. When the rule is true, perform the action. Immediate or time dependent. Task can be assigned to a user, owner or a role. Email can be sent to the number of people. But if you want to send an email, first we are supposed to create email template. Outbound message, sending the data from Salesforce to external system. Task we are done. Field update, modifying the value of a record. Are you clear about this? Right? We will see one by one action in detail tomorrow. Right? So that's all from my end.